Sending data, please.
Looks like I can see Tabletop Simulator on Twitch.
Looks like I see it on YouTube.
Let me like refresh around and find it.
Then let me know how volume is, because
Live now. Yeah, I can see it now.
cool.
Wait. Switch the my headphones real quick just to check volume. Somebody say something so I can.
Dogs, cats, yawning portals, eating fish. The American dream. Do 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 do
Do.
do do. Ah!
Hello.
Courtney, what are you doing right there?
That's where my chair is?
Courtney, what are you doing?
Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Yay.
Okay, the music's not too loud.
I can hear you guys currently again. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Are they talking?
Yeah. No, I mean, they're talking that. No, they're talking now. Can you not hear them?
No.
We talk on off.
Discord
we're
goofs
talking
when I have to
about
unplug my headphones to check the stuff. Oh.
Hello.
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 There you go.
Hello.
I can hear you. But yeah, everything sounds fine on the stream.
Okay, sweet. So long as everything's like balanced out and they can still hear you and Dan.
Yeah, it seems okay.
Cool. Then I will get you guys invited. Boop, boop, boop. And then we can begin, or resume, I suppose.
Resume.
I'm gonna get this posted around everywhere.
Post it round and round. And then they all get eaten by the eel. Nom 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 nom. Eel eaten. Nom 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 nom.
Oh.
Eat door.
What?
Aaron's just throwing us around.
To be fair, I can't see us. I can't see the map yet. Hopefully, it's still intentionally fogged because I can see none of it.
Oh. Fantastic. Aaron, is it so intentionally fogged?
How much of it is fogged?
All of it.
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 Well, fuck. Hold on. Oh, that don't work. That
No.
made it worse.
Ah!
Hit restart.
Oh, I see what happened.
What happened?
Hold on, I'm just gonna unhide some things. Do we still not...
Now I just have blank nothingness.
It's true. Now there's just nothing.
Where is...
Nothing, nada.
Okay, so that showed.
Okay, I see that.
One line, yeah.
Where is the rest, the literal rest of my shit? It's like right here, I
No.
swear.
I mean, I know I see it on your screen, but I don't see it on my screen.
Yeah, I can see it on the stream.
Hold on. If I can just boop. Uncover the
Oh.
entire map and then it does it?
Fantastic.
What the hell? Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to refog this.
Oh, see, now
That's
the
fair.
fog looks different. Now that you're
It's
caught
black
up.
now.
Looks like
Oh.
It was like, it looked like it did before. It was like black.
Oh, no.
Oh,
You took it
oh.
out.
Okay, so it doesn't like me touching the original map. Interesting. So cool, you guys just get a look at the original bit of the map.
Yeah.
It's just gonna work that way.
You know, it's not that. We're not going to use that to our unnecessary advantage.
Well, so what happened to the rest of my table?
I don't know. That's literally
It's
just
all
the table.
it's all gridded
It is
now.
all good.
No, I mean over here.
Oh, yeah, no, see, we don't have that at all.
You,
Oh, wait, yeah, we do. What is happening?
Oh, yeah, no, the table's not there.
Where is my table?
That is space.
Well, hopefully you guys don't fall off the edge here.
Also, why are we
Well,
outside?
We'll deal with it when we get there.
I don't know. This is not how I saved this out, I promise.
I'm sure it's not.
Is the background music going yet?
The background music is going. It is not in game though because it did not want to load these files.
Fantastic.
Oh, it's just
So-
going on the stream.
It's just going on the stream.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad everyone can hear the background.
I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's lovely.
I mean, yeah, that's basically how it's gonna have to work. Anyways, hello everybody and welcome back to Real Life NPCs. Today we
Hi.
are going back to our D&D game.
Woo! D&D.
For those of you who were either not in or just don't care to remember, we are playing a passage from the Yawning Portal, specifically the hidden shrine of Tamoachan, which is the most anime name I realize that is ever animated.
Yeah.
It really is.
It be that way, you know?
It do be that way.
It really do. It really do be that way.
I also just realized I needed to log into our stream chat because I'm dumb.
That's
Anyways,
alright.
We're on top of it today. everybody.
Yeah.
no, today has been nothing but horror after horror, realization after realization.
Coin the term like quarantine brain because that's what I feel like is going on at this point.
Quarantine brain, I like that. We're keeping that.
But look at us. Look at our
We have
pseudo-
temporary guys in.
yeah.
Like we actually have 3D models made up for the real ones.
It's
They
true.
just
for our-
they're arguing with the program.
We'll have them hopefully by next time.
Hopefully. But for the time being, Jackie, you're usually the one to give us our
Yeah.
recap.
I can do that. All right. So let me skim these notes very quickly. The three party members, not having known each other previously, entered the Yawning Portal beneath the fancy schmancy part of Neverwinter, and a group of other adventurers as well. Had to kind of pay our way in, but it was a very nice little bar, lots of things. After some introductions were made between the Dragonborn Wizard Melora, my character, the Shifter Barbarian Doze, which is Dan's character, and yeah, right there, and Andromeda, the Earth Genasi Druid, Courtney's character, managed to get a job with a man named Ermel, who I believe was a drow, dark elf, who hired us to go to a temple to the south in a somewhat tribal society called the Olmec. We headed there with him, took us about 2.5 days, and made our way into the surrounding areas around the temple. Fairly quickly we're on set by, and we recently learned their names, and I don't remember what they were. I don't remember what they're called. But some sort of blood-sucking, I think they were just called bloodsuckers, actually. Some sort of blood-sucking monster intercepted us. We fell down into the temple that you now currently see us in, and have been making our way through, dodging a large slug-like monster, some zombies, until finally making our way into the current room, where a witch, like a water nymph of some kind, I believe, or maid, was going to sacrifice us to an eel. The eel possessed her, claiming to be the god Shock, who explained that pretty much all the gods in this temple are in cursed forms, sealed away There's also some sort of Oni down here, responsible for it, and apparently Schrader. And then Kamazats is written here. I believe he was... yes, he tricked the Oni into sealing the gods where they now are. And we were... Last, we'd been told by Shock, there were some items back in a previous room that I believe I uncovered but didn't go into, on the body of something that will stay dead as long as we don't take off either the necklace or the mask that it is wearing. And we had kind of planned to go back to that area, I think, is where we left off after getting a kind of a plot rundown, some lore drop.
Some deep lore after having none of that.
After having literally no lore, we got a good bit, so we kind of know what's going on now in this area.
Well, you're all caught up. You are currently in the room with the Naiad, who is watching you all grumpily. She's sitting off in a corner with Shock keeping consistent circles around her, making sure she can't do anything to harm any of you. Also, the grid is a little bit off on the older map, so you guys are going to snap a little weird to it.
Oh, we're going to snap to the grid underneath.
Yeah, not the on top.
You know, that's fine. It's all the same. It'll look okay. We got this.
It's okay. But yeah, that's what's going on right now.
Okay.
Shock is holding his Naiad prisoner, even though she's the only person he's had to talk to for God knows how long.
Yeah, I don't
For
know.
Shock knows how long.
There you are. Well, it sounds like our best course of action would be to find whatever body that Shock mentioned and attempt to retrieve whatever items might help us against this Oni if we truly are going to try and reverse whatever curse has been placed on all of these gods. I do think I found what room he was referring to, though. It was back a bit. It should be through this door behind us, I think, if I remember correctly. Back past that, crawfish room that I think is also a god, but we didn't talk to it.
Your fellow party members have nothing to say to you, apparently.
Apparently not.
We could start heading that way.
It just seems like the best course of action if we're actually going to try and get ourselves out of here and maybe fix whatever's going on.
No, I agree. We could head that way, see if we can find whatever items we need, and kind of go from there.
So I think we would head...
That way.
Yeah, this way.
As you enter this stone cavern hallway, you see the door, a familiar bronze seaweed door, but at the bottom is a thick layer of mud and silt holding it shut.
Oh yeah, this one was the one that was stuck. How high up the door does that silt and stuff go?
It goes a good third the way up the door. And again, it is a very nice pair of double doors, so...
If I go up to it, and Actually, I'm not going to do that. Doze, could you see if this door could be, pushed open, or if we have to pull it this way? If we could... Because my thought is if we could push it open, we might be able to bypass all of this stuff built up around it, but... I know you're far stronger than I am. That's why I'm asking. I'm not exactly have the most physical prowess.
Yeah, I can find out if this is a pushing or pulling situation.
Or maybe even if you could break the silt. I don't know how strong it really is, but you definitely have a better chance than I do. I have some spells I could resort to, but I'd rather conserve as much magic as I can.
No, that's completely fair. Just excuse me. No!
No! F flips you.
No, I know.
Press F for Doze.
No! You know,
Actually, as you approach, you do realize that the floor is quite slippery.
Hey.
The mixture of mud and silt makes it very difficult to stay on your hooves. Or feet, in your case.
We don't have those. Hmm.
I see. That's like slightly actually like stairs.
Yeah, it is
This
stairs.
is nice.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll pretend you're up there.
As you go to check the door, you realize that it pulls inwards towards you and the silt.
Figured.
That was kind of my guess, because a lot of times, because that was the first room we're in, a lot of times when you go to doors, you like, usually...
Well, I know.
push 'em in.
I thought it was worth checking. Could you get the door open? Or...
Did I try to pull the door open?
Give me a strength roll.
Oh, yeah.
Strength saving throw.
Wait, a check or saving throw?
Yeah, make it a check. Saving throw
Well,
probably be
like,
overdoing it.
little bit.
Maybe just a little bit.
I got a 15.
You start pulling back and see the door bend a little bit, but as you keep going, you lose your footing and fall on your ass.
It'd be like that.
Andromeda, do you have any ideas?
Um,
You have natural magic of sorts. Is there anywhere you could manipulate this material?
maybe. Let me try something.
No, please.
Okay, I'm just
I'm
gonna.
just gonna fall.
Goodbye.
Nothing has been learned today.
No, nothing.
Nope.
I'm gonna get like really close to the door and touch like the weird gunk stuff. And cast mold earth on it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
So there's a section here that if the ground is difficult terrain, it becomes normal terrain for an hour. So I don't know if that
The
would work.
water seems to seep out of the silt, causing it to solidify slightly.
Yeah, but that's just dirt then. I mean,
Is dirt
Maybe.
easier to move?
Is it?
Can I try to open the door?
Give me a strength check.
Okay. Where did my 20s go?
You know, I'm going to be
Where are
asking that same question here in 5 years.
I'm glad we made the same joke in a slightly different way.
Alright, for real though, I can't find any of my d20s. And am I blind? Wait, there's one. All
I
the way
see.
back here.
Oh, there's another one right next to that
Alright, cool. It's a strength check.
Check.
Okay.
Checkmate.
14.
14. You're able to start pulling, and the door doesn't get pushed back quite like it did before. The silts, or dirt at this point, is giving way.
It's a little bit easier. I just don't think I'm strong enough to fully get it.
You want me to try my hand at it again?
Sure.
Can I try my hand at it again?
Give me that roll, friendo.
Now that it's dirt instead
that
of mud and
dirt-
silt.
6? No? No, that's 15 again. The same thing.
You do the same exact thing that Andromeda just did.
Well,
It'd be like that. I'm not raging to get advantage on opening a door.
I mean, I'd rather not blow a second level spell to open a door.
Well, I'm not saying you have to.
But we are saying that one of you has to do something.
Well, what material is the store made of?
It is bronze, beaten bronze.
That's going to be heavier than 5 pounds.
It is. And then you bring that dirt that's piled up at the bottom of it into the equation, and it gets a little worse.
What are the handles like?
You've got 2 large bronze rings, more or less. So the handles are kind of double functioning as knockers and as handles
Can
themselves.
Can I try to have some extra leverage and put the like stick of my
That might
maul
help.
in it, and then like use that to kind of try to like?
To pull harder? I'll give you advantage on another strength check.
Oh wait,
What?
no, go for it. I'm an idiot. I literally have all the shit in the world that I bought, and one of them's it's a fucking crowbar. I'm so stupid.
18?
18? Yes, you are able to pull the door open.
Oh my god.
Okay, but as you're doing that, like halfway through, Malora's like, "Oh wait, I've got it," and I like start to pull a crowbar out of my bag, and I'm like, "Never mind, you got it." And just fucking inside.
I'm a pilot.
I just remember that I have a crowbar, and I'm not used to having random junk like that. But good job. That's smart.
Well, that's mighty kind of you.
No, you took. That's perfect. You took care of it.
As you all approach into the next room, you see that a very particular crawfish is looking very angry at you and clickety-clacking its little pincers.
No, Crawdad, sir. We're just trying. We talked to Chalk in there, and he's trying to help us through this situation. So could you just let us go on through? We just went into that hallway on the left.
If
Yeah, we're
you
not
don't
gonna mess
remember, there is a 1 square moat around that rock.
Yeah.
He is
Okay.
staying directly in there, not coming out at you.
And it said there's like a crab. I think Chalk told us.
Yes, there's a crab.
Yeah, we're not gonna mess with your friend there. We're just passing through. That's all. We're trying to get everybody like uncursed. I think.
It has
So
no
it's not-
idea what you're saying and continues to click-clack.
Fantastic.
You know,
Wonderful.
you do you, friend. I'm just gonna start heading over to this door over here.
You all make your
Sure.
way to the door, which was sealed behind the wall. If you don't remember, this wall actually has a bunch of lime that is built up over the door.
Right. I know I burnt off some of it, but I don't remember how much, or broken off some of it.
You broke off some of the stucco over top of it.
Oh, okay.
The lime underneath of it is the real problem. It's very acidic.
So can we see the door itself, like any part of the frame of the door itself?
Yes, you can see a little
Okay.
bit of the bronze door behind it, but again, it does have that layer of gross white lime over top.
And that's the same lime that was
That was in
legit
the other
burning.
room, yes. Yes.
Okay, I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. Because I remember not touching it because it seemed like before. So
Yeah, because you stepped on it before. The
Yeah, it did
whole
look at-
floor was covered in it.
I feel like burning it off with acid won't work.
I feel like mixing acid with acid only makes a stronger acid.
It makes more acid. So is what part of the door is visible underneath the
So-
lime?
Visible under the lime is just a little bit of the beaten bronze. However, on this, it is 2 skulls, one on each door side.
Beautiful. That's completely reasonable. Can I see like the
The handles are covered. The bolts are covered. Everything is
where
covered.
where the
besides the
doors where they meet though? Can I see that?
Yes, you can see the dead center of the 2.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out the crossbow gun. I'm like, we could try wedging this in there and opening up the door. I don't know if it'll work because there's a lot kind of blocking it.
Did you say crossbow?
I'm at crowbar. Sorry, I was looking. At
Okay,
crossbow.
okay.
I do have a crowbar. I want that to be, but they're close to each other, and I read the wrong one.
In that time you said crowbar.
Yeah, no, I do
Instead
have
of
a crowbar.
crossbow.
Sorry. I do have a crowbar. If you want to try the crowbar, it might open the door. It at least gives you a better shot at like leverage, like what you did with your weapon.
Well, I mean, I can try. It's got a bunch of junk on it. I'm not sure how well that's gonna open, but
No, it's worth a try, and then we can
I
go
can
from there.
certainly try.
The crowbar gives you advantage on the strength check.
So Dan, I need you to give me a strength check and a dexterity check.
Strength. Okay.
Strength you have
I am-
advantage on.
I am going to move to the side.
Is
Also, Dan, I need you to put your figure from which side of the door you're going to be using for leverage.
If this is a trap, wouldn't you technically have advantage on it?
I don't know if it's
You have danger sense.
I do have danger sense. Is it? Wait, you just mean what?
Well,
okay.
yeah, if
So,
you're
like-
using the crowbar, you've got to be on one side or the
Right,
other.
right,
Right.
right. I'm gonna say this side.
Okay.
So yeah.
Or wait, did you say a dexterity check or saving throw?
I don't know
Check.
if it's either of both.
Oh, it's just a check of each. Okay. I don't know. I'd have to look
Okay.
up how. I don't have my books over here. I don't know why.
For
I'm gonna
the
go get
strength
this.
one, it is a 21. And are you looking at that one?
I'm looking into it for you. I'm also I wanted my Explorer's Guide to Wild now.
Okay. So I don't know if that's just.
Well, I also don't know if it's actually a trap, but like
I don't know. I have no idea.
I know danger zones.
What was the dexterity?
Dexterity saving throws.
Saving throws? Okay. Oh, well, that's an 8 for the dex check.
Okay. So you wedge the crowbar between the two doors extremely easily. And with a single thrust, the door begins to fly open, breaking the stucco and sending lime flying towards Melora. Make a dexterity saving throw, Melora.
Saving throws. That's a 17.
You are able to dodge out of the way as a large puddle of lime spreads across the walls and floor. That could have been quite bad.
Yeah, I would have been employing something else if I'd missed that. So the door's open though.
The door is wide open.
What does it
Yay.
look like inside there?
Give me just a second. I had my bookmark on the wrong page, knowing that you were going back that way.
It's fine.
The second that you look inside, you notice that the walls of this area are covered in slimy, wet lime. Stucco is just barely covering the lime on the floor, though it looks like it's slowly decomposing.
And there's a door on the other side then.
Directly over.
That's visible though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll maybe just go in.
Yeah.
No, go for it. There's not really much else to do.
Not really. I'm gonna just back up, please, and just go in.
The floor just squishes with every step that you take. It's a little unnerving. You meet another bronze door. However, this one seems to have something written on it in Olmec.
Can I try to read that? Because you told me I could attempt to, I think.
You can attempt to every time that you see Olmec.
Right. What do I roll for that?
History.
History. That is a 23.
You actually do recognize this.
Wow.
There are several glyphs on the door that read, "Here lies Tecols Pocales, master of the others."
I can't even begin to guess what that said. I'm gonna make a guess. You said master of the others?
Here lies Tecoles Pocales, master of the others.
Coalish master of the others. Okay. That's a little unnerving. If I check the door, is it unlocked? Or locked?
The door is locked.
It's locked. Any visible keyhole or anything on it?
There is a very visible keyhole right between the two doors. Seems to be the same push mechanic that happened
Okay.
with the first key.
I still have that key, so I'll just try that one on it.
The key does not open the door. It does not seem to fit into the lock properly.
Must be some other sort of key we need for this one. But I haven't really tracked any sort of... We haven't noticed any others. Because we can't just go on a random key hunt.
No.
What else? Is there anything else in this room that even looks remotely like there's something to it of any interest?
No, the walls are covered in lime, and nothing looks like it's easy to get to. On a second notice, though, the door that you were looking at has no traces of lime anywhere on it.
Interesting. Do I see any, like, other than the Olmec writing, are there any, like, magic runes on it, or any sign of enchantment to the door?
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Or, if your investigation is better.
Investigation would... I don't know. Yeah, investigation.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
It's only a 7. It's not that good.
You're not able to tell too much about the door.
Okay.
Very nice craftsmanship, though. Had to have been some very hardy workers. Anyone else want to give anything a try here?
What's the door made of?
It's browns. Beaten browns.
Is the lock like an outside lock holding the door together, or is it like one that's in the door?
It's between the two doors themselves. It looks like it needs to be a specific thing to stick.
Gotcha. I don't have a lot of things that would help.
Place with thieves' tools. What is it?
I'm like, I could pour some acid on it, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna help.
It would take quite a while.
Yeah.
Would you mean pouring acid on the lock, or into the lock, or on the door itself?
Either.
Either one would take quite a while. Both are bronze.
Yeah, acid doesn't really eat bronze that well.
Nah.
Short of just brute force trying to wrench it open again, I don't really know.
Yeah, and that's gone so well. Yeah, I don't have thieves' tools.
I'm not professional in them even, so it doesn't matter. Where else could we have possibly... Unless there was another key of some sort in the first room. Because there were more murals, but I don't know. Because I can't think of anywhere else we've been through that would have any sort of key. We haven't gone past the point where Chalk was. He suggested we come to this room. I suppose we could go back and ask him. But I don't know that he'd know the specific location of a key either. So short of either asking him or going back to that original room. But there was that strange mist in that room that I don't per se care for.
That mist has been in every room that you have entered.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, has it? It's been like above us
The
in every
whole
room?
dungeon, yes.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, scratch that then. So we could check that original room, but...
Aaron, what was at the... Well, can I go back out here and go down? I want to go... What was at the end of this hallway? Was it just
Boulders covering stairway up.
Okay, gotcha. So nothing super helpful to me.
Dan, can you give me a perception check while you're in there?
Sure. 23?
The edges of the door look really, really weak.
Just the door that we have troubles with?
The door that your guys don't know how to open looks very weak.
Brute force.
Yeah, can I try... Does it have the same sort of handles that the others have had?
Yes.
No skulls, right? What does it have?
The one in the front had skulls. This one had writing on it.
Oh, okay. So can I try to do the same thing? Like, you still have the crowbar out?
Yeah, I really just assumed you
Okay.
still have the crowbar.
Can I try the same thing and try to just wrench it open that way?
They are push doors.
They're push doors. Oh,
Push
Oh,
doors.
Push
Just shove it up.
I'm gonna try to just shove it open then.
You said you have danger sense?
I do.
Before you even start, you can tell that there's something not quite right about this.
What's wrong?
I don't know exactly. But I just feel like something ain't right. I went to open. I don't know.
Could I check the door for any sort of traps or something that might trigger when we open it?
Yes.
That'd be what? Investigation?
Investigation.
That's a... I don't know how to do math. 16?
You are able to see, as you back away from the door, that there is a sparkling, like, reflection of glass coming from right above the doorway, just a little bit inside.
Okay. What does this glass look like? Is there anything...
It looks like crystal glass. It's kind of spherical.
Anything I would have recognized before, or...
A ball of glass.
Well, I mean more like any kind of arcane, like, tool.
No,
or...
there is no
Okay.
arcane tool involved.
Okay, it's nothing that like I would recognize as some sort of magical element.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing up there would be whatever we need to worry about. I point up at that glass and drop it. You said it's up above the door and kind of set back a little bit?
It's set back, kind of where it's going to be opening.
Oh, like it would drop when the... Or potentially fall when the door was opened?
Possibly.
Okay. Is it wedged in?
It looks like it has to be wedged in the door frame, like, on the other side.
Oh, okay. So it's like set from the opposite side. Gotcha.
But you can just see a little bit of it from where, like, the gaps between the door and the ceiling are.
I see.
So imagine that it's on the ceiling over here.
But it's just peeking through, and it looks like it
Yes.
could potentially fall when we... Okay. I gotcha. Okay, well, we need to make sure we... I don't know if there'd be a way to disarm whatever that is. It'd be tricky from this side, I feel like.
I mean, if it's something that's gonna fall on like that other side when the door, like if it looks like when the door opens.
Right.
Well, and the only one that's really like in any danger of getting hurt is me, I think.
Yeah, but you could get hurt.
Well, yeah, but it wouldn't be everyone getting hurt. And like if I don't go fully into the room, it might not hurt me as that. I don't really know.
Could you, like, push it open? Your weapon's a little long. Could you, like, push it open a little bit back? Like, use, like, the head of your weapon to shove it open?
I could try.
Okay, well, I'm going to step back into the hall. Andromeda, do you want to come back into the hall? As long as you're certain you want to do that.
I mean, I don't know what else we're gonna do.
I mean, I don't know if we could potentially disarm it any other way, but if you're sure.
Can I cast detect magic?
Wait.
Yes, you can.
Is there magic?
There is no magic.
Okay. Besides the smoky stuff, that's kind of magic.
Shit.
Yeah, the ceiling just, it's magic everywhere, but you know. Door,
There's
no
no-
magic.
No new magic.
The
No
orb, the door.
new door magic.
Okay. Cool.
Them kids and their newfangled door magic.
Yeah, I'm going to, like, step back and, like, a bit over.
That's fair enough.
Okay, so you're just gonna try pushing it, Dan?
I'm gonna take my maul, and I'm gonna like push it a bit from afar.
The door has almost no resistance.
Oh, okay. There's no roll to it.
As you open the door, though, you do hear cracking.
As I open the door, I hear cracking.
You hear cracking.
I'm going to just try to, as far as I can, just quickly shove it open with, like, pushing on it with my maul.
You push the door all the way open with almost no resistance. Glass shards are now covering the entrance.
Wonderful.
Oh, it was like caltrops, kind of.
Uh-huh.
So it's just glass shards all over the up.
Yeah.
Doze, is it? Did you do? Does it? I didn't hear an explosion or anything.
Oh, the door is open.
Oh.
However, I don't think you're going to be wanting to walk your feet in here.
How much of the entryway is covered in glass?
So it's basically these 4 squares right in front.
Oh, so like that 5 feet out from the door. Okay.
These were very large, probably about 2 foot wide spherical orbs sitting behind the door waiting to break.
Well, that was way less dramatic than what I thought it was going to be, so I'll take it. Can I cast Mage Hand and try to just, like, sweep the glass aside at least from, like, one of these squares or 2 of them?
Your Mage Hand is able to. Dan, how long does Detect Magic last?
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
The second that the glass is moved, there is some strange magic coming from ahead of you.
What type of magic?
A greenish, swirly cloud.
That wasn't my question.
What school of magic?
School of magic?
I don't have a school attached to it in my notes.
Okay. Wait, how far in is it?
It is starting to waft out. So,
Oh.
yes.
Guys, I might want to hold your breath or something.
How far in can we see, by the way?
You can see a little over the glass, and you can see several pillars holding the ceiling.
So we should hold our breath?
There's just that I kind of try to point out that, like,
Is this something
Really
visible,
crap.
or is it only glowing because of Detect Magic for her?
Visible, fully visible.
Oh.
Okay, it's visible.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Don't like that.
no, I'm not quite a fan.
Yeah, no.
What's the plan here, guys?
Is it wafting out or just kind of in the room?
It is coming towards you as well.
Hmm.
Can I see anything past it, or is it just the big like is it a big cloud or like
It is growing.
it is? I see.
Don't like that.
Well, I'm gonna hold my breath just for safety reasons.
Is there any sort of smell wafting out ahead of it?
There's no smell.
Okay, odorless, gotcha.
Could I cast Druidcraft on like a section close to us and just do like a puff of wind to see if it does anything to it?
Okay. The wind kind of blows it away, and it kind of joins the green cloud that's on the ceiling.
Okay.
But it did disperse it.
It dispersed it in a straight line ahead.
So it does look similar to what's on the ceiling?
Similar, but not quite the same.
Okay.
Could I just keep puffing it with air?
You blow, and it continues to rise back to the ceiling. No more is coming from the glass.
Alright. Cool.
Oh.
Cool.
Druidcraft for the win on that one. Is it clear then now?
It is
after a little bit?
clear.
Fantastic.
Oh, nice. Druid craft for the
Not
win.
going away.
Thank
I'm gonna
you,
cautiously-
Cantrip.
Cantrips are nice sometimes.
Perfect.
You enter into this large room with the several pillars. I forget the actual number because it's been a week. With the 10 pillars. In each pillar, as you enter closer to the middle of the room, is an urn, just kind of sitting halfway up in the pillar. You don't know what is in the urn itself. Along with that, on the far wall, you can see an axe stuck into the side of the wall, all the way over here.
Uh-huh.
And in the dead center of the room, a tomb. A tomb.
Well, I'm assuming whatever thing or body we can get items off of would be in that tomb.
Yeah.
But, as Chuck mentioned, we cannot take off the crown and... Or not, sorry, the crown. The mask and the necklace. We can do either or, along with other items. But at least that mask or necklace need to stay on the body. I would rather not reanimate anything,
That's
No,
fair.
personally.
That's completely fair.
But I also suggest whatever we're going to do, we should do it quickly, because I don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. I'm already getting a bad feeling from this.
Well, we can. I guess we would probably have to open the tomb.
I would assume so, yes.
Try to open it.
Yeah.
Is it like a... Like, we're talking like a stone lid sort of tomb, or a...
Yes, it is more or less think Egyptian, but with more Mayan aesthetic.
Can I do a quick investigation check just to look for any triggers or traps on the tomb?
Yes.
Okay. Nat 20 plus 5, so 25 total.
There are glyphs and Olmec writing, which you're able to read, that says, "Ah, defilers, you shall now join me in my eternal resting."
Fantastic.
So what was that first word?
Ah, defilers.
Gotcha.
There are more glyphs surrounding the other sides, but that's the one that really catches your eye. On the top of it is a carving of a man being strangled between two, like, knotted serpents.
Lovely.
But nothing like... No kind of like...
No
seemingly-
magical auras or anything coming off of it.
Or no magical or physical...
No magical or traps.
Okay. But that warning. Well, I guess I relay what I read on it. But it doesn't appear like there's any sort of trap that will go off, but certainly an ominous warning.
Yeah, it's not right. It's not very hospitable.
No. So, I think we take what we need and we get out of here.
Completely fair.
So, I guess we'll try to get the lid open.
Then I will need a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
You can have the crowbar if you want.
Would I be able to get the crowbar in?
I guess suppose it depends on if it slides or like lifts. I guess
I have no idea.
that's for Aaron to decide if the crowbar would be helpful.
You can try it.
Gives you advantage on the roll. So
I'm gonna try it. 22.
You are able to pop the lid up. You
Okay.
see... Hold on. The block beneath the slab is hollow, and inside is a crumbling skeleton decked out in decayed finery. It appears to have been a man of much taller than average stature, obviously of great importance. Gems and other small adornments are obviously of value, are on and around the body. Covering the skull is a mask made out of jade. Around the corpse's neck is a jade pendant, carved into the shape of a human-like bat.
anything else that stands out on the body itself?
The first thing that you notice are its gauntlets, its bracers.
Okay.
There's also a breastplate kind of draped over top of it.
Okay.
And there are a few rings on the fingers.
Well, I do have the capabilities to understand what potential items might do, but it takes, well, I could do it quickly, but it consumes more of my magic. If I cast it in a more contained environment, it takes longer, but I can do it without consuming my magical reserves.
Oh, do you mean identify?
Yes. Oh, of course, you should. Yeah, you would know that. Yes. If I cast Identify as a ritual, I can do it slower, but I don't want to do that in here. So we should probably just take what we think we might want, and we can figure out what it is later. And the mask and necklace need to not sleep. Well, one of them can, I suppose.
Andromeda,
Yes.
you have an odd feeling that something is watching you.
Can I look around the room?
You can. Perception check.
Fantastic. Spoop. Spoop, spoop. 15.
There is some strange crawling noises coming from the ceiling.
Can I look up?
You cannot see through the thick mist of green above you.
Okay. Be like, does anyone else hear that?
Do we hear that?
You can vaguely hear scuttling.
Scuttle, scuttle.
Yeah, I really don't want to stay in here any longer. I don't like what could creep out of the dark and attack us.
What did we need from this room exactly?
Just magical items of some sort. Just as long as we have the mask or the necklace, we should be fine.
So we could grab literally like anything else.
Yes. So the gauntlets, the breastplate, the rings, and one or the other.
So it's really just deciding what one or the other we leave.
Yeah. I'm going to burn one use of Identify. I want to identify the necklace. Like, actually cast it. It takes a minute instead of 10, but...
Okay.
So it's a magic item. I learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges it have, if any. I learn any spells affecting it and what they are. And if it was created by a spell, I learn what spell created it.
I've got to look for it in his long list of things.
His list of treasure. Yeah, that's fine.
Bud, why do you have so much?
Is it?
So I can figure the necklace might be the safer option. I don't want to uncover that thing's face. But I'm also fine leaving both. Like, cast that.
Where is your necklace? I know that this is a thing because I just read it.
Nope.
I hate when that happens.
Doesn't exist.
When you're like, I know I just read this information, but where the fuck is it?
Do you not have a section specifically for your necklace?
What?
He
Is
does
it one of
not
those,
have-
like... It's like a magic item in a different section?
It's like a magic item that is only mentioned in, like, the flavor text.
Oh god, that's terrible.
They mention it other places, but not what it does or what's making it do its things.
Oh god.
So, hold on while I freestyle this shit.
You're fine.
You are able to detect necromantic powers coming from it. It is
Okay.
definitely something that is holding the soul in the body.
Oh.
Literally.
Is there anything more specific than that, or?
Nope. Because if the book's not going to be specific, neither am I.
I mean, that's how the spell works, friend.
Is it not like in a different section, maybe?
No, there is nothing.
That's crazy.
It's
While
horrible.
I'm casting this, if you guys want to pull the other things off the body, so we're like
Yeah.
doing that while I'm because it does take me a minute to cast this. So if you guys want to do that while I cast the spell,
That's fair. I'm gonna just start taking.
yeah, because there's the gauntlets, the breastplate, and the rings.
Yeah.
And then the mask and necklace, which obviously we don't know both of those.
Right. If they only are there to like trap his soul,
Well, if that's its only use, yeah, we're just gonna leave
we're
both.
just gonna leave both. So like.
That's basically the only thing I can find on it. It is literally just used to trap his soul.
All right.
Okay.
We're just gonna leave those then.
I'll leave that behind. How many rings are there?
There are 2 rings, one on the middle finger of each hand, used for flipping the bird, obviously.
Fantastic.
Obviously.
Obvious.
You gotta add some bling to that, you know.
Bling bling.
Yeah. Do you...
What?
Trying to decide if you know what they do right off the bat or not.
I mean, not if I don't cast Identify on, unless I recognize them, but...
There's only one I think you'd recognize right off the bat, and it's a ring of fire resistance.
Ring of Fire Resistance? Okay.
I'm gonna take. We're gonna get like the gauntlets and my help Andromeda get like the breastplate off of him because that seems like
Nice.
that'd be.
Yeah.
It's just kind of laying on top of him, not like
Oh, okay.
on
Oh,
him.
just
Not
tossing.
actually on
Okay.
him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna finish casting. I think we can just leave both the mask and the necklace.
Melora, perception check
Mhm.
for me.
Perception?
I thought some ghostly voice was just saying Melora for a second, to be completely
It's not
honest.
unfair. Unnatural 20.
You get a cold shiver down your spine and move your foot just as a shadow on the floor is about to grab your foot's shadow.
Do I see anything more than just the shadow like move?
No, there is nothing besides the shadow, but you can see its origin point.
Which is where?
The shadow stretches all the way back to the axe hanging on the wall.
Oh. I don't like that at all. Careful, there's actually a loose wire on that. Guys, there was like a shadow trying to grab my foot from over there, and I don't care for that. That's not that's not cool. So
Let's leave.
yeah, let's grab those bracers and the rings and the breastplate, and yeah, I don't like it.
You make your way out of the room as quickly as you can.
No.
The scuttling does not follow you, but you do notice that the the axe's shadow follows you to the door.
The first door.
The first door. Once you leave, it pushes the door shut.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay,
Okay, let's where do we want to? If I want to identify some of this stuff, where do we want to do that at? Do we trust Chalk enough to keep
Pinch.
What?
Okay, let's.
Oh, he's
It's the-
pincing at us.
Clickety
just head back.
clackety.
I'm gonna wave at Mr. Pincy Boy as I walk out of the room.
As you leave, he just kind of gives a small-ish wave and then clicks.
Wow! Yo, he waved
Okay.
at me.
Wow.
Is Chalk still circling around the name,
Around the
keeping her-
very annoyed Nead.
What?
Okay, that was terrifying. I hated every single part of that. All right, if we want to take some time here, I can figure out what these items are. That one, I pointed the ring you have, is a ring of fire resistance.
Ooh.
But I know off the top of my head, do those require attunement or not? Because I don't remember it.
The Ring of Fire Resistance does not require attunement.
Okay. Can you, if you guys want to give me the other items, I can start looking through them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Hand over the items.
I guess I'm going to take some time. You guys could probably short rest during this time if you wanted to. Because if I'm identifying all of these, it would take... it would take me like 30 minutes. It would take me half an hour to identify all of them. Well, that's not quite.
That's not quite a short rest.
Yeah, I mean, we could take a short rest if you wanted.
I
But...
don't really care.
Nah.
I'm
Okay.
fine.
I guess I'll take the next half an hour to identify. Let's do the gauntlets first. So 10 minutes to identify
So-
the gauntlets.
I misdescribed the gauntlets themselves.
Okay.
Oh,
That was my fault. So, they are actually jade, like, bead bracelets.
Oh.
Oh, jade bracelets. Okay, I did put bracers. Okay.
They are
Gotcha.
bracers of defense, however.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So you or I could use those.
It's true.
Okay, so identify those. We've got bracers of defense.
The breastplate that you grabbed upon closer inspection is made out of tubular jade pieces with bone holding them in place.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ugh.
It protects with the same as studded leather,
So it's studded leather armor.
but really cool instead.
No
So
magical
not
properties to it.
No magical properties, but it's still
It was
real
pretty.
cool. It is very pretty.
Very pretty.
And then what about the other ring? I know the one's a fire resist.
The other ring is... I was literally just staring at it. A ring of animal influence.
Oh. What's it do? Influence the animals, I assume?
Basically, yes. It
Wow.
allows you to
Or, like-
commune with animals.
Probably cast either like animal friendship or commune with animals or something like that. Okay, so after this time, I assume did it really take me the full 10 minutes to realize the breastplate wasn't magic?
I'm gonna say no, but you sat there for a good few.
That's fine. And realized the spell hadn't taken. Okay, so this breastplate is it's not
Worthless.
really actually magical. It just looks cool. Probably could sell it though for a decent amount of money if we wanted to if we get out of here. These.
That's if Andromeda didn't want to use it.
Well, that's true. If Andromeda wants it, she can have it. I
No.
don't. It's aesthetically.
No.
It's aesthetically pleasing, to a point. These bracers, these like bracelet things, will help you defend yourself a little bit better. And then this ring, I think it can help you communicate or influence animals. So, does the animal ring require attunement?
Where did my... I'm just gonna pull it up on Google.
Fair.
I'm
That's
a
completely-
cheater.
No, we do.
Clicky clack clack clickety.
Yeah, super clickety clack. Just get used to it. It allows you to cast one of the 3 following spells. Does not look like it needs to be attuned to. It has 3 charges a day. You can either cast Animal Friendship, Speak with Animals, or Fear, but it will only target animals.
Only affects animals?
Yes.
Charge you usually don't require it to.
Yes, it's true because they have charges.
Yeah.
Okay, so that you can cast a few animal-based spells through this ring. I mean, there's 3 items. There's 3 of us. Well, the leather armor, but the armor obviously it's not magic. There's 3 magic items. Is what I mean.
Gotcha.
One of them needs to be attuned to, which is the bracers.
The bracers.
I do remember that. The other 2 are just rings. They protect against. So I mean, we can each take one.
Can I have the ring of animal stuff?
Sure.
Ring of Animal stuff.
I'll hand over the ring of animal influence to Andromeda.
Yes.
If you'd like a little more aesthetic look of it, Courtney,
Yes.
then it is a jade ring with a larger jade stone set in it in the shape of a panther.
Oh yes.
Ooh, nice. So it's just the fire is a string and the.
Yes, if you'd also like, I have more detailed description of that as well.
So,
Well, what do you want?
I mean, I'll let you pick first.
What?
I'm actually technically not resistant to fire damage already.
That's weird.
It's what you sacrifice to get the dark vision, and
Do you still have a breath?
yeah, I still have a fire breath. I'm
You
just
just
not
don't get the
resistant to fire.
resistant?
Yeah, you lose the
Oh,
fire.
you
resistance.
used the other Dragonborn.
I used the new one from Explorer's Guide to Wildmount
Fair
because it
enough.
gives you intelligence. But yeah, you lose your breath. You lose resistance to your damage type, but gain a couple other cool things. That's why I have dark vision.
Sad.
But I'm not actually resistant to fire. So if you want to be resistant to fire, you could. Or I know you want the resistant defense.
I do,
Just take the
but if you want the
just take
braces, you
defense.
can have them.
You can just have the braces defense.
Are you sure?
Nah, that's fine.
Because I can, if you want, I can.
No, it's
you
fine.
can have them.
I know that's the one you want. Just take it.
But Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
What's your AC?
16.
We would just have the same AC.
Well, yeah, but you're the one that's going to be up on things more, so it makes more sense to you have it.
Oh, if you're sure.
I'm sure.
Oh.
You're not attuned to them right now. We'd have
I
to
know, I'm
We'd have
aware.
to take a rest to attune to it. Hand item. Rings.
Yeah, I'll take the braces.
Okay.
Okay.
But they don't work yet because I have to attune them.
Or we could take the time if you want.
Depends on how Aaron's running attunement.
That's true.
I mean, issue being, you will not currently gain any other benefits from taking a short rest.
Hmm. Can I even use my arcane recovery then? Because that's a class feature. I wouldn't heal, obviously, but
I mean, you would be able to get your spell slots back, but you'd be the
Okay,
only
I'd be able
one.
to I'd be able to use arcane recovery to get spells back. Okay.
Yes.
But we can't heal, is what you're saying.
You cannot heal.
Okay. If you want to take a rest to attune to
Yeah,
things,
fine.
that's
I can
fine.
just wait till another time to do it. For now, I feel like we should just kind of push on and keep moving.
There's nothing that looks like rings up here. What do the rings and bracers look like, speaking of which?
So, I already said for the bracers, those are literally just jade bracelets. Like, bracelets... string with, like, jade beads on it.
Gotcha.
Your ring is a jade ring with a carving of a man holding the moon.
Ooh. Alright, got those passed out. If you don't want to do that now, we can just move on.
I know, take a bit.
We can push on for
And no one else can, like, heal or do anything.
I mean, I can get spells.
Well, yeah. Do you want spells?
I don't care. It's up to you.
How burnt out are you on?
Nothing jumped. I'm down a second and third level spell slot.
As you guys continue to converse, the Nead starts spitting nasty insults your way.
Rude.
You can tell they're nasty insults, but you can't tell what they are because she's saying them in Olmec.
Rude.
What can I actually get back from that? Let me see if they know with it. Line level equal to less than half your wizard level. Nah, it's not really worth it. I could get a second or a first level back. I couldn't get a third level spell back.
Oh,
That's fine. We can just move on.
okay. We have to go forward that way, right?
Yeah, we have to get Chalk to keep her in place so we can move forward.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
You all begin to make your way into the water.
Yeah.
Yes.
Making sure that Chalk is holding her first.
Shock is keeping close circles around her.
Okay.
The first few feet of the water isn't too deep, but as you get closer and closer to the door, it goes down farther and farther.
Gross.
Once
Is
you
the
get to
door
the door themselves, they just kind of push open.
I agree.
Well lubricated from the water.
Ah!
Oh, no.
Bye.
Let's hold.
Well, one of them died.
Trying to use a mouse while holding a pen is a bad idea.
Yeah, I was doing that for a little bit, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing. Is why I couldn't fucking keep it clicked. All right. So the water goes. How's this hallway look as we kind of peek around?
It's half flooded. As you get around the L of the hallway, it just slowly mellows back out into, at this point, worn away floors and rock.
Gotcha. All right. Can I either perception or investigation as we head down this hall, just to make sure it's not going to crush us with anything?
Go ahead and give me a roll. Whichever you're better at.
23 with investigation.
No, ghost.
It's just very slippery. You need to take your time.
Gotta move slow. All right. You zip down the hole. All right. What's the store look like? Same beaten bronze, or?
As you approach the end of the corridor, you see these two bronze doors that are both damp. Both have keyholes, but look to be unlocked.
Okay. Just go through. Push them open, pull them open, whichever one it goes.
You push open the doors. You find yourself in a hallway that is about 20 foot wide and has piles of rubbles and debris scattered along its length. The walls are both covered in two large displays. The eastern wall shows a display of a battle between Olmec warriors and invaders of some sort. Along the opposite wall, however, it depicts people questing for a new land, journeying across treacherous mountains, sailing through stormy seas, and finally receiving guidance from gods. The god that you notice almost instantly is a large snake with glowing rainbow-colored wings.
Ooh. Fancy.
Towards the end of this hallway, you see a double set of doors, and at the very, very far end, just an opening that you cannot see the other side of.
You know, that's intimidating.
A little bit.
I'm not that worried about the opening, because I don't want to fall to my death.
As charming as that sounds.
As charming as the opening into Oblivion sounds. What's this door looking like?
Hold on.
Holding.
What, not much water?
Oh. Wonderful.
It's another bronze-beaten door. It looks unlocked, just like the original.
Okay. I will cautiously push that open. Peek on through.
You peek on through and see a long hallway. There is a fork in the path about 20 feet ahead of you.
Perfect.
Absolute perfection.
I'll start moving down that hallway slowly.
You find an indent in the wall right about there where a shield is hanging very slightly on the wall.
Can I investigate that? See why it's there, what it's about.
Yeah.
If it's anything.
Give it a look-see-boo.
14.
It almost looks like it's carved out of the wall.
Does it seem to like I could press it inwards if I push on it?
It does not look like it presses inwards.
Is there any sort of like seam around it or anything?
There is a seam where it looks like things are like the stone around the side is chipping away.
How big is it, roughly?
It is roughly... It is roughly 4 foot across.
Oh, that's actually
Bigger than I thought it was.
significant size. Can it be like pulled at all? Like if I try to like grip my fingers at the edge and pull it?
You are not able to pull it towards you.
Well, I don't know. I tried.
I've done all I can.
Does it have anything in like the middle of it? like a design on it?
It has a nodding serpent.
Ooh.
Does that look like it's movable in any way?
The serpent itself does not. If you look at the serpent, its head is going clockwise towards its tail.
It's like it's.
Like an Ouroboros.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Does the shield rotate at all?
You want to try rotating it?
Sure.
Give me a strength check.
Fuck. I think it's just 0. It's just 0. That is a 2.
You are putting in so much effort but getting nowhere.
You know, if I have to blow a 2 on something, that's fine.
I can try to.
Yeah, you can get it, I'm sure.
Now, which way did you try turning it?
I was trying to turn it the same way as the snake was pointing.
Okay,
That made the most sense to me.
No, that makes sense. So, I'll try turning it the same way as the snake.
Strength check.
12.
You begin to haul the shield to the side, and you see what looks to be a pathway reveal itself as you turn it.
Oh.
Also, as you begin turning it, you see that other areas of the wall in this hallway are beginning to extend outwards. There are bronze sculptures of animal heads now peeking out of the walls.
Oh. Like that.
You know, not a fan.
No, not particularly.
I mean, it seems like there's something in there if we want to keep trying to get there.
The animal sculptures, did they poke out of the hallway we're in? Or
Yes,
like
they are in the hallway that you are in.
Are there any close to us?
There is one fairly close to you that looks to be an eagle. It has a bracelet sitting in its mouth.
I don't like that.
Is it a jade bracelet?
It is a golden bracelet.
Ooh.
Can I try and like pull out a crossbow bolt and like hook that on the end and pull it out?
The second that you touch the crossbow bolt to the bracelet, the eagle's mouth snaps shut.
Huh.
Just snaps the bolt, I assume.
Snaps the bolt and ruins the bracelet in the process.
Cool.
Well, big old nope right there.
Yep, that's why I didn't touch it with my hand. But I'm about trying to look into this pathway here.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go first.
You peek your way in. It is a small pathway, about 5 foot wide. It is a little wider than what the shield originally was.
Gotcha. I'm gonna like keep an eye out as I go for anything that seems unsafe or dangerous.
As you peer down the corridor, a faint flickering light becomes visible from the other end.
Do I get to like this corner here, or?
There's still, it's just barely out of your view.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep moving slow, looking for anything.
The
dangerous.
light looks even brighter down at the end of the tunnel now, but still out of your view.
Keep going.
You just can't quite get to that light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I like start walking backwards?
The light seems to grow a little closer to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking backwards.
But towards it or backwards?
No, I'm walking backwards.
Okay.
Or wait. What did I go like turn around and walk backwards, or was I just
I
walking?
assumed you were decided to go the opposite direction down the path. Did you
Yeah,
want
that's
to
what
turn your ass around, or?
No, I wanted to walk backwards while facing the light.
Oh, then it is coming towards you.
Okay, I'm gonna keep doing that.
It's still just barely out of your sights the farther and farther you walk backwards.
Hmm. Fuck it, let's try this. I'm gonna turn around and like move backwards.
The light just continues to stay its normal ominous bright.
What do you guys think?
What if I like put like a hand on the wall and close my eyes and just like mosey forward?
You can still get you get the feel of like a halo of light coming from ahead of you.
Like when you got like a bright light shining at you when your eyes are closed?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Huh.
What are we
But it
thinking,
did get-
Andromeda?
I'm getting bad vibes. No me gusta.
But it got closer if I went backwards slightly.
Yes, it moved towards you.
But continuing to go backwards, it didn't move any closer.
No, at a certain point it just stopped.
If I get it to that point, can then I just walk forwards? What happens?
It starts moving away again.
Okay. Can we still see the way we came in?
Who's in the very back of the party?
I assume Andromeda.
Me.
I need you to give me a perception check, Andromeda.
Righty. Oh, one of you unnatural.
There's a bright light coming from that direction now.
There's a bright light here now.
That's not fantastic. Is this corner actually here?
It is, yes, like that.
Oh, okay. We did have to walk around the corner at some point. Okay.
Yes.
And where's Andromeda standing now that she sees that there's this light?
Andromeda is on that corner.
Yay!
Okay, so she's looking back this direction and there is a light.
Yes.
Okay. Shit.
What?
It's not
No, not even kind of.
fantastic. If I just throw like a firebolt down the hallway, the way we've been trying to go, what does it do as I throw it? The range is 120 feet.
I need you to give me an attack roll with the firebolt.
Oh no.
25.
You hit. Roll damage.
Roll. Alright.
What?
I don't know. I didn't actually expect to hit it. I was just trying to use it as a distance measurement. I didn't actually expect to hit something. That would be 12.
You watch as the light begins to fade from one object. From the walls around you, you can see bright lights starting to appear side by side to you. I need the
Don't like
druid
that.
to give me a history check.
Not a fan.
I didn't expect that.
Not a fan. The 17.
These are will-o'-the-wisps.
Will of the Wisp. What is that?
They are creatures that steal the soul from dead things. They're going to try to kill you to take your souls.
Yay! These things are gonna murder us.
Fantastic.
Can I do
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Natural 20 plus 8.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking
Jack,
20.
you got one lower than the will-o'-the-wisp.
Oh no.
I got a 29. How?
Because they rolled a nat 20 and have a +9 to dex.
God damn. How? What the fuck?
They're incorporeal.
Not a fan.
I got a 14.
I, like a normal person, got an 11.
What? 14 is also normal.
14's also normal, but the other one.
Those two.
The druid lady.
Yeah. Oh, I don't.
They rolled a 0 to hit you.
So no, they don't hit me.
One of the will-o'-the-wisp tries getting closer to you, but as it does, it flinches out of the way.
Fantastic.
They seem all to have like a preemptive fear going on.
Fantastic.
They rolled a 4 to attempt to hit Jackie.
Nope.
Big old nope.
Doze, they nat 20'd on you.
You know,
Rude.
I feel like that.
It's rude.
That is.
Listen, I just make the rolls, I don't make the rules. How come I have every dice out except what they use?
That
I feel
also
like
sounds
that.
accurate.
You are taking 9 lightning damage
Oh.
as it produces a small electrical shock.
Okay.
Melora, there is only one other one moving, and it is trying to hit you. And it rolled a 6.
Nope.
Then it is your turn, Melora.
How many are there? And
There
where are
are
they?
4 total. You killed the 5th.
Oh, okay, cool. So there's 2 next to me.
And
One
one
next
next
to
to each of your friendos.
Okay. How close are they? Like right next to me?
They have to be right up on you.
Shit. That makes my shit really hard.
Yo, same.
So it's a ranged spell attack. Where can you like point on the screen where the one on Doze is?
It would be over here to the side.
Oh, like right in that square. Okay, I'm gonna turn around and shoot a firebolt at that one. Because the 2 on me, I'd have disadvantage on. So I'm gonna hurl a firebolt over there. Oh wow, nat 1. That's terrible.
Oh no.
That's too big.
That's very too big.
A quarter? Holy shit!
You can size down objects, Aaron.
I know, but like, it's pain.
You have
Ah.
some like, D4s you could.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab like a dice.
There we go.
Not spawning in where I want them to, but you know,
Why would they do that?
Does that look about accurate?
yes.
Okay.
That would be convenient. That's alright. Yeah, she just doesn't. Yeah.
The physics.
Yeah.
That almost worked for a second. Okay, cool. Anyways, what did you roll to hit this one?
It was a nat 1. I missed
Okay, yeah, that miss.
completely. Yeah, that's my turn.
Nose.
Well, I don't have much to do besides hitting things, so I'm gonna take a couple swings at the one right next to me.
Alrighty, right. Give me them attack rolls.
A 15 and 16.
Neither hit.
No. That's all I want.
Courtney, it is your turn.
Are there any pebbles on the ground?
There are
Wow.
some pebbles on the ground.
Fantastic.
You have the spell I think you have.
So as a bonus action, I'm gonna pick up 3 pebbles
Ah, yes.
and imbue them with magic.
I fucking love this spell.
And then, as my action, I'm gonna take one of the stones and yeet it at the one really close to me. As a ranged spell attack.
Okay. Attack roll.
Yeah.
15.
You do not hit.
Alright. I still have 2 more stones, but that's alright. That's the end of my turn.
It is the Will of the Wisp's turn. The first one rolled a 9 to hit Courtney.
No.
The next one rolled a 12 to hit Jackie.
No.
I can't wait.
Let's go.
13 to hit Dan.
No.
Oh, there you
See,
go.
I was waiting for like a 32.
Yeah, the 32.
And a -2 to hit Jackie.
Fantastic.
These have negative strength.
Boobies.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, that was their turn.
They trying their best.
They are trying their best.
They're not going to be able to be knocked prone.
No,
No.
they're little wisps.
Alright, I'm going to just hurl another firebolts at the one by Doze.
Okay.
Because I have disadvantage on all 16. Show. I'd rather not. Okay, there we go. 25 to hit.
You hit.
There we go. That would be 11 damage.
That was enough to kill that one.
Woo!
There's a wide variety in their health.
Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna hurl a fireball at that one, and that's my turn. I don't have anything else to do.
Doze is up.
I'm gonna just be like, thanks, Melora. And then
No
just
problem.
Waltz on up and do 2 whacks.
Give me them rolls.
I'm actually gonna reckless these whacks because I know their hit thing is shit. So
That's fine.
that's a 16, which I know doesn't hit. I can't use D20s. I can't trust any of you.
Your d20s are not doing well tonight.
I can trust none of you. What are you better? Oh, but that's a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
That hit and crit.
Oh shit. I will do the equivalent.
The equivalent of the 2.
Yeah, basically. Looks like you got your both hits. That's how that works, right?
It's not all they do.
Ooh.
No, it's two good
Yeah,
dice.
but that's
and then
6.
2 good dice and then 2 bad dice.
Nice, yeah.
There's not a good way
13.
to add these. Shut up. So 17?
17?
Yeah.
You're not right.
Its light begins to dim a little bit, but it sits where it is. Can I ask how you're holding your weapon after hitting it?
My maul?
Yeah.
I mean, I just hold it two-handed. I don't understand the question. What do you
Where is your weapon sitting? Like, are you used to leaving your weapon, like, in a target, or are you gonna just go full slash through?
gotta follow through with that shit.
Okay. That was the whole question. Courtney, you're up.
Alrighty, I'm gonna throw another stone. Throwing rocks.
If we know one thing works,
18.
you do not hit.
Fine.
The anger.
Jesus.
It is the Wisp's turn.
Just want to hit things with rocks.
This Wisp is going to continue to stay in its position and attack at you. It got a 2 to hit Courtney.
No.
Sad things.
The remainder on Melora, rolling -2.
Yep.
It is going to use its movement speed to retreat.
I swipe at it with my claws as it backs up.
Give me the roll.
Let me look at my claws real quick. Because that's part of my feet. Oh, wow. That's with strength.
Well, technically, those are hands.
What?
You said it was your feet. It's part of your hands.
I see. No. I don't hit. That's a 7.
The one in front of Doze is going to use disengage as not to
I can't blame it.
as not to get a reaction.
Very reasonable.
It is now Melora's turn.
Really don't want to waste any good spells on these things.
I'll just keep fireball.
This one is the one that Doze hit, right?
Correct.
Yes, it is flickering.
Go ahead and have it make a wisdom saving throw, please.
10.
Yep, that's a fail. So I'm using Toll the Dead on it. So that is a D12. Damn it. 3 damage.
Is there any particular effects that it actually has on undead?
No, it's just called Toll the Dead.
Okay.
It's just it's a wisdom saving throw. It does necrotic damage.
It gives out a little oof.
Yeah,
It is flickery.
It was on the 12.
Flicker.
It was on the 12 and went poop right to the 3. I'm very upset.
How fucking.
It was very, very sad.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna run up to the one that I had previously hit, just to try.
That's not working.
And I'm gonna reckless it with one attack first.
That's fair.
God fucking damn it, why? So 15, so I'm gonna use my other attack. Okay.
There
And a 22?
That hits.
Nine damage.
The wisp begins to fade fully.
Fuck off, a wisp.
Can I trust any of you dice? You're all bad.
Courtney, you are up.
Is this wisp still in front of me?
Yes?
Alright, final rock throw. Let's go.
Final rock throw.
21.
You hit!
Wow.
Oh my god. I finally hit. Alright, it takes bludgeoning damage, I guess. This is interesting. Alright. $10 damage.
It gives a little oof.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, we're back around to the wisps. Seeing its friend destroyed, this wisp fades off into a wall.
It's leaving.
This wisp, also realizing that the others have retreated, retreats into the walls.
Retreated or dead.
Just
The wisps are no longer in your way.
Alright.
okay.
Consider
So
yourselves disengaged.
if there's still a light at the end of this fucking tunnel.
There's just normal firelight now, not...
Fantastic.
Okay. So I'm just gonna now continue down this goddamn tunnel.
Oh no, you got off crooked.
Yeah, now I'm just gonna continue down.
Already disappeared.
Corny gown.
Gone.
We're corny gal.
Dragged into the darkness.
Hang on. Hold on. There we go.
Where are you?
What?
Yeah, where are you?
None of us see you.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I hear the noises along with it.
If you drag them into the fog of war, and even if you get them back out, you can't fucking see them anymore. They just disappeared.
Mm,
I can hear the noises that goes with it.
I just have to spawn Courtney a new one, I guess.
Yay!
That's fine.
Can I flick the old one?
No. Sorry, they come in as a group.
As I proceeded to flick
Ah.
one, it's fine.
So I'll just delete these.
That's fair.
Can I delete mine since you can't see it, but I still can?
Yeah.
How do I delete?
Just delete. Hit delete button.
I can't delete. I'm not the leader of this room.
It'll be fine.
I can't also delete it, so it's cool.
Alright.
Just ignore it.
So what does this hall look like? No one on the stream can see it either. It's fine.
It's fine. Brain! Okay, as you approach the corner of the hall, you look straight down to see a triangular stone block ahead of you. It is about 10 foot wide and stretches across most all of the corridor.
What point would that be at?
It is... Boop, boop, boop. Why do I keep hitting games? Objects... Boy,
Gotcha.
except its triangle-y bit is... Let me rotate you. You know what, that's fine.
Good enough.
Triangle-y bit is pointing towards you.
Okay, so the point is coming towards us.
Yes.
Okay. And you said it's like 10 feet wide?
Yes.
Any runes or anything on this? Or...
There are no runes on it. However, what looks to be little, very dim will-o-wisps laying inside of it.
God.
Jesus.
Is it their fucking spawner?
It looks less like spawning and more like that's where they go to fade.
That's fine. And you said, can we get around it?
You can push past it very easily.
I'll just move past it. I don't want to deal with them.
As you get to the other side, you notice that there are humanoid skeletons hanging from the other area, from the other sides of it.
Yay!
They look like they've been shackled up to it.
Oh, good.
Wonderful.
Any materials on the skeletons, or...?
No, it is, like, the skeletons are just bone at this point.
Stripped clean. Okay. Just wanted to check. Alright, I'm gonna keep moving in the hall cautiously, keeping an eye out for any traps or anything.
Perfect.
As you approach the end, you are greeted by a black stone wall.
That's right here. Okay. Courtney?
She's having a bad time.
Eh.
Just across the entire hallway.
Yep. All the way up to.
If I like... I gotta actually have staff. I don't think I do. No, I don't. If I like tap on it with my like wand, is it solid?
It is solid.
Any writings, markings, grooves, anything like that?
Pitch black. Obsidian. Nothing on it.
Nothing on it. Okay. Hmm. What do you think?
It's a rock.
It's a big rock.
Does it look carved or placed here intentionally, or like something caved in?
It's intentional. It is 100% part of the building.
Okay, just want to make sure. Can I like actually like press on it and see if it like gives it all?
There is no give.
I need to turn around at this point. There's got to be some way
I know
through.
we came so far.
There's got to be some way through it.
I'm really
Here's a
not
note from the tutorial. Perception check-ins are your friends.
No.
I mean, when I say I'm looking at something,
I need you to literally say, I want to do a perception check.
okay,
Because otherwise,
That's what
I will not take it that way.
that's what I mean. So I'll perception check it, or investigation, either one.
Either one?
It'd be a 21.
You see scratch marks on the floor and ceiling in front of it. It looks like it's scraped into place.
So it slides. Is there any place that looks like you can get a grip on either side?
There is not.
And then as far as the walls, does it look like are there grooves where it looks like it slides into one wall versus meets another? Or...
It looks like it slides forward and back on the floor that you are currently on.
Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. Maybe just a heck and push, I suppose.
Just a heck and push.
That's more your department than mine.
Well, I can give it a go.
Go for it.
Excuse, pardon me.
Strength check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a push. Oh. 18?
It does not budge. I need everyone to do a perception check.
Fantastic.
13.
15.
Another 18.
Dan, you hear a clank coming from the opposite direction as you push on it.
A clank?
A clankety clank coming from back beyond where you came from.
Oh,
From where we
this
came
way.
from.
If we look, yeah.
Oh no.
Courtney way.
Me way. What?
I'm gonna look back. What's back? Is there anything back there? Question mark?
There is the little will-o-wisp nest.
Uh-huh.
And
that it?
floors.
Hmm.
Well, I pushed on the wall, and then I heard something back this way, like back where we came from. I don't know what.
If I send Pandora back that direction, does she see anything?
Give me a perception check for her.
I need the cat stats real quick.
Cat stats.
Cat stats. Woo!
I had it open last time and I didn't bring it over with me this time. +3 to perception. That's a nat 1. Nope.
Oh no.
There was
Nope.
a mouse here at one point in time, and she really wants to kill it.
Either we keep trying to get through this, or that's really our way forward. Unless there's some sort of mechanism behind us, but...
Right. Well, I pushed pretty hard and didn't
Right. I'm gonna walk back a little
get
ways.
much anywhere.
You
See
give
if
me
I
a
see
perception check.
That's a nat 20, +1. 21.
Almost
What do
immediately,
we do?
you notice that the skeleton is sitting at a different angle.
Hmm.
Its like legs look like they've been dragged on the ground a little bit.
Hey guys, you might want to come look over here.
What?
Looks like something about the skeleton has moved. Does the pyramid thing itself still seem in the same place?
No, it is slightly rotated.
Maybe we need to rotate this to open the door?
The little will-o-wisp hole?
Yeah. Almost like that's maybe what you were hearing was like grating against the mechanism to open the door. Possibly.
That could make sense.
Or that skeleton will kill us. One of the two. But my guess is more it's the door turn. I'm gonna move my way further back.
Ah!
Anyone gonna try to move the thing?
Oh man.
Dose.
Doze do. Excuse. It's time to doze.
There we go.
Yeah, you can try to rotate it.
Yeah, I want to try to...
Strength check'ems.
I'm going to say I'm up there. I don't feel like doing that.
That's fine.
Did it.
Nice.
13.
You hear grinding as the triangular structure begins to move. As you look back, you see that the wall has moved backwards in place and slid down into a hole in the floor.
Nice. I'm just gonna keep moving that way.
You are greeted with a small door.
Door.
Oh. Is this still bronze?
Still bronze.
Smaller.
Baby door.
Can I do an investigation check just to check for any traps or anything?
Give me the investigation.
8. Not that good.
You cannot see any traps.
Oh, what the hell. I'll try to open it.
The second that you take a step closer, you hear a click.
Yeah, checks out.
The ground beneath you begins to give way. Give me a dexterity check.
Will that be check or saving throw?
Saving throw.
So for my saving throw thing is because I rolled a 3, I'm gonna use Chronal Shift to re-roll that because fuck that. That's a really bad idea.
Okay.
So I have to use the second one though. Okay, that's better. 22.
You're able to grab the edge of the floor. You look down and see that it is fallen open into a pit of spikes.
Yep, that would have sucked.
Classic booby trap.
I'm glad I just controlled time to save myself from falling into spikes.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you reach and help pull
Yeah.
you up.
Okay, that was a little unsafe. Is it just that 5-foot spot right there?
It's a little less than the whole 5 feet. You're able to just scooch your way around.
Oh. If we scooch around, can we get the door open?
Yeah, it just pops open.
All
Right
right.
inside then. Very carefully. Ooh, I did not want to follow that.
That's fair.
My cell phone where you said that. Okay.
You immediately enter into a room filled with sand.
Ugh, I hate sand.
That's fair.
A bitter stench assaults your senses as you lay your eyes on the room ahead. Along with the sand are piles of rubbish, and ghostly lights seem to be moving across the floor. Closer observation reveals that the light is emitted from giant beetles who are scuttling around in it. Each are about 3 feet in length and don't appear to notice you.
Don't like that. It's just the one door out, or
Yep.
Or is this the door on the left?
I mean,
Door?
that is a open hallway.
oh, there's an open hallway over there.
Oh.
Okay. Is this back here anything, or just?
It's just an extra little piece that's part of the map.
Okay.
Yeah, it's there. It just doesn't have anything important in it, sadly. I probably could have put something there.
That's okay.
You know what? I know what to do.
Oh, okay.
Placed.
Fantastic. So I'm gonna move. Is there anything of any interest in the refuse that we can spot, or is it just trash?
There is a very light glow, some sort of shiny object coming from one of the little refuses. You can assume that that's also the Beetles Nest.
Where is that in relation here?
That is actually
that's-
right.
Oh, okay. If I get a little closer, I don't want to get up to it, but can I spot what that is specifically?
You cannot. Also, the farther into the room you come, the more the beetles seem to give you mind.
Yeah, that's what I figured. What do you guys think? Should we just try and get to the door, or see what that is?
I feel like if we go any further, we're probably gonna have to fight the beetles.
Right.
Perception check, everyone.
Yay.
12.
12.
22.
There you
I
go.
thought Courtney was gonna say 12.
Awesome.
All of you guys combined, Doze and Melora, you guys notice that there are about 6 on the ground, 6 beetles throughout the room,
Okay.
crawling in and out of their own piles. However, Andromeda is able to identify that there are another 7 on the ceiling and 2 more crawling around the walls.
Oh, I hate bugs so much.
Unpleasant.
They're
Unpleasant.
everywhere.
Should we just try and get to the door, do you think?
I'm just gonna scuttle to the door. Like, nope, 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 nope.
You're just scuttling over the door.
Scuttle over the door, because it's nope. Big old nope. Door open?
Door opens
Actually-
very quickly.
Door opens!
From the... I want to be in... I want to move through the door. Hold on, I want to see something real quick.
No!
Goodbye.
Okay, can I cast Mage Hand and like go over and try to pick up what's in that nest?
What's
I
the
don't know how
range
big it
of
is.
Mage Hand?
It's 30 feet, so if I'm right at the doorway, I've got like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to it.
Okay.
Roughly. I'll take the extra stuff to the door if I need to. But...
The Mage Hand is able to grab out a dagger.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't weigh 10 pounds. Do the beetles seem to notice?
The beetles seem very upset by this. You see that a couple of what appears to be eggs are clung onto the side of it.
No. It's really funny because the hands actually look like Mage Hand. I'm just now realizing. Except too big. You know, I'm just gonna... Is there a speed that Mage Hand moves? I guess it's just 30 feet, like a movement speed. Because I can move at 30 feet on a turn, yeah. I'm just gonna pull it back over very quickly. Actually, first I'm gonna try and like knock the eggs off of it with Mage Hand.
They do
And try
not
and get
come
the
off.
What do you guys think?
Are you trying to get that
I was just trying to bring it over to us.
their dagger? Or whatever you
Yeah,
got?
it's a dagger.
I mean,
Didn't we need a
Does it
dagger for
seem-
something?
You're right. That was one of the things. We were sent in here for a dagger and a shroud, I believe.
oh, there was a dagger.
It might be worth the risk then. If it was just for a normal dagger, but we don't know. Yeah, the dagger that breaks any curse. And I believe Shock didn't really know where it was, but like that could be very useful.
And in a home of beetles, yeah, that could. I could see how he didn't know.
Right, if it just ended up somewhere. I mean, if I can get it over here fast enough and we just get the door shut, we might be okay.
That might work. Still
I
hate
think
bugs.
maybe, but I know,
Sorry,
I
bugs.
know. But we can try it. You guys just be ready to pull that door shut, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so once they're like prepped, I'm just gonna. I guess it's in like 6 seconds. Just pull the. Pull
The second
dagger
that
through
the
door.
dagger begins moving, all of the insects begin crowding their way towards the door.
Well, wait. Okay, do they actually know which way I'm taking it? If it just starts.
They're
moving?
watching it.
Oh, okay, they're watching it move. Gotcha. Well, I'm just
That,
pulling
that
it
it
through the door.
literally has their babies on it. They are focused.
Well, we're gonna shut the door as soon as that's
Yeah,
through.
I'm just.
The door begins to catch fire.
What?
What?
I'm still pulling on that door.
The door begins to catch fire, and you see large pincers cutting through the wood in the door.
Oh, after it's closed. Oh, this one actually would. This one.
squeezed.
This one would be the wood
They
door.
have all been bronze.
God damn it.
Literally all of them.
I would like to cast Earth Tremor on the ground right outside the door. Which is a dexterity saving throw for all the bugs.
Nat
Jesus.
20.
Fuck the bugs. Hang on. Hold please. Hold please.
Oh, please.
While she's doing that, what does the stagger look like once I get a hold of it?
You have a polished rock, like crystalline dagger. It looks almost like it's made out of turquoise.
I'm upset. They're fucking fine.
Its grip is made out of a snake skin, and it's kind of fraying a little bit.
Okay, now that I have it, can I knock the fucking beetle eggs off of it?
You knock the beetle eggs off fairly easily, but as they fall to the ground, the squishy outer shell breaks, and they immediately catch fire.
You know, that's fine.
Can we
Which
move on?
causes the beetles on the other side of the door to begin screaming.
Well,
That's fine. We're just... this is the dagger
Bye.
bow. I'm just sticking the dagger in the fucking bag and we're moving.
We're going.
As you
We're
go down
moving.
this hall, you realize that it is a slope going slowly upwards.
This is really intimidating, actually.
It really is.
Holy shit. Okay, make sure we don't drop ourselves off the fucking table.
The beetles are beginning to break through the door.
Ah!
Do we have any way to, like, block them? This is a pretty long passage, though, I mean.
Who's leading the pack down here?
I mean, I guess I can...
Dexterity saving throw.
Jesus.
Goddamn reason, yeah. I don't know why.
I don't know. I can go first if you want.
I'm just the one that's actually moving.
Also, it's too late. Jackie's already up ahead.
I'm saying, like,
17.
from now on.
17.
Yeah.
You watch as from the very corner, a large boulder 10 foot wide begins to slide loose towards all of you. Remember, you were on a slope that is going up as you were coming towards
it's
it.
coming from... I see. Where are we at when that starts to happen?
Wait, it's coming from this way?
Yeah, I think
Yes. It happens when... happens, Jackie, when you hit about here.
Okay. Can we make our way... Well, did I succeed that save, technically, or...
You did not.
Okay, so I triggered it. Can we get around in that time?
Give me a dexterity saving throw. Only you, Jackie.
Only me.
I see.
Unnatural 20.
You are the only one able to make it around.
Yay!
Well,
Wait, is it a rock?
It is a solid stone.
Alright, hang on. Hold.
So am I about where I put myself, Aaron?
Yeah, just about.
Wow, even the bottom of the table is covered in the grid, I just realized.
Yeah. Like, parts of the table that probably should not be a grid are a grid.
Damn it.
True.
I could save myself, but not Dan, so it's not worth it.
I mean, it's worth it if you save yourself.
No, I don't want you to get hurt. By
I mean,
yourself.
if I get hurt. How wide is the hallway? Is it 10 feet?
10 feet.
How... But I assume it's fit to where it actually rolls properly down the hallway.
Yes. I mean, also, the hallway is covered in stucco on the walls. It's not gonna be...
Gotcha. I just like the idea of them fucking up their own trap and it getting jammed in the hallway. Like, that was amusing to me, the idea that the starting roll just right in the hall.
I also love that you guys almost legitimately made me forget about this trap.
Almost.
I tried. That was my goal, right?
Whole plan, right there.
If you're gonna do something,
Yeah.
do a thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna do meld into stone.
That's
So
what I figured.
as the rock comes at me, I'm gonna meld into it. And then when it rolls back around, that way I'm on the other side, because like you just meld into the one side of it, I'm gonna pop back out, that way I'm on the other side of the boulder.
Okay.
So you're through it.
So
Yeah.
like, listen. What's the ground in the hallway? Because the past one was sand, correct?
Yeah, this is a stone-like ramp almost.
Okay, since this is like a ramp sort of deal, could I don't have a means around it, which is frustrating. But like, to not get crushed currently, could I prop my maul, like try to get it like propped so where it kind of just
You're basically trying
That's
to
it.
use it as a stopper on
Correct.
the boulder.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's the goal. Because chances are I'm not outrunning this boulder.
It's also back towards the Beetles.
Yes. It's a bad time either way.
Yeah. You know that old saying between a rock and fire beetles?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right here. You're able to put it into the ground to slow it, but it seems to be bending your handle.
Wonderful. Great. Fantastic.
What can I do?
The fire beetles are, in fact, making their way through the door.
Fantastic.
Beans. No. Beans. No.
Aaron, where did the rock come from? Because there's this hallway corner. Is there a spot
It came from the wall.
Okay. And how wide is the rock? Like, how much space does it take up? Like,
It takes
Width.
up the whole width.
I'm sorry, not width, like length. Is it like a 10-foot by 10-foot space?
I mean, yeah, it's spherical.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
It wouldn't roll too well if it weren't.
You say this.
I mean, I roll fairly well for a well, I can't say I'm
It's like
non-spherical.
that toy train in Rudolph, like the Misfit toy train that has like the box
Yeah.
wheels.
Ugh.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but I want to try using Pulse Wave and just yank it back up the ramp to give Doze enough time to get around it. It would be momentary, and it wouldn't hold it, but it would hopefully just pull it.
Okay.
Because where is it at about right now?
Well, Doze was able to slow it right in front of himself.
Okay, and I assume Andromeda's now like around the corner.
Yes.
Okay, so I can move it, well, feasibly. I can pull something or push something 15 feet. I'd be pulling it. So if it's like here, could I yank it back
You'd yank it right to before it left the wall.
and then give Doze the time to just book it around the corner?
I need a dex check from Doze.
Okay. But I can cast that spell.
But
That
yes,
does.
I will allow you to cast a
Okay.
spell that way.
Cool.
15?
I'm gonna say you're able to just barely make it.
Before it starts rolling again.
Also, I grabbed my maul as soon as the like weight was.
Yeah, the maul has a little bit of a kink on it now. It's
That's okay. That's all right.
although once the boulder begins going again, you can hear the screams of the beetles.
Goodbye, Beetles.
You know, I don't give a shit. Oh, fuck.
Fuck
That's my last
Beetles.
result. But it works. Fuck. Whew, okay.
You enter a room with a spacious vaulted ceiling, weathered and cracked from the ravages of time. The walls are charred and scored. Scattered around the floor are several stone statues of baboon-like creatures. There are remains of possibly older statues scattered around them each.
Fucking don't like that. We have a door on this side over here.
Oh, wait, I nearly forgot one last thing.
Oh, yeah.
The far end in this corner is the skeleton of what was once a living baboon.
Oh no.
Its corpse is covered in fungus.
Oh.
Oh, I don't like this room at all. But is there a door then over here?
Yes, there is another door leading out that direction.
Any sign of that fungus on anything else? even if I have to like perceive for it or anything.
There is no signs of the fungus anywhere else. No.
Okay. And is he in front of the door, to the side of it?
To the side.
I think we just need to move through here carefully and move on.
As you get closer to the door on the other side, you recognize the pattern on the door to be that of a beholder.
Big old nope.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
And beholders are no good.
Well, that would off us immediately.
Beholder would in fact kill us.
Mm-hmm. We don't have much of a choice. Is there any... You said it's a vaulted ceiling?
It is a vaulted ceiling.
Can I do an investigation check on the door just to check for any triggers, anything connected to it that would trigger if I tried to open it?
Yes.
Okay. That's a nat 20 plus 5.
As you look up, you do notice that there is a beholder staring straight down at you.
God damn it. Has it... Can I tell if it's been tracking us across the room, or is it just looking at the door?
It is staring at the door. Also, you notice that this beholder has no mouth.
He's just a big eye.
Is
Big
any
guy.
particular color to him?
He's green.
Shit.
He kind of matches the fungus growing on the baboon.
I'm going to point out the beholder. Careful, I'm not going to point at it. I'm just going to direct their attention above us. If I then move like a step back, it doesn't look at me. It's just looking at the door.
The farther from the door that you get, the less it seems to care about you.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So there's a beholder above us. Or a type of beholder. And it really is focused on that door. But due to the rock and things, we have no way to turn back at this point. Due to the giant boulder and the room full of beetles that it hopefully just crushed.
Right.
So, we need some way through without pissing that thing off. Beholders are not exactly a creature I would like to irritate by any means.
No, yeah, they're very, very dangerous.
Right. So, bronze door, I assume?
Bronze door, carving of a beholder in the middle of it. The eye of that beholder seems to have a small slit in it.
Yeah, because for some reason the only door that was wooden was the one with the beetles.
Both the doors leading into and out of that room was wooden, I believe.
Where they would. Nice. Okay. We definitely need to be careful.
Right.
God, this is intimidating, seeing all of the near-death you guys. Just floating above the endless void.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like being above the void.
Here, I think I can make it even better.
That's so much worse.
Better?
It's hard to... Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it was also hard to look at.
It is hard to look at. Okay. So do the statues just appear to be... do they look... I assume they don't look carved. I assume they look like petrified statues.
They are all carved.
Oh, they're all carved. Weird.
Weird.
Super weird.
I'm gonna, not walking up to it by the door, but I'm gonna take just a step closer to the one that's in the corner dead Can I like make any sort of perception check on details on that one?
Give me your check.
Are we supposed to be in a vaguely blurry void now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes
Like
this worse or better.
I was just confused.
I mean, if you guys want, I'll
17
take you guys to church.
17 perception.
You are able to see that it looks like it's been almost eaten.
And no sign of, I assume, any sort of key on it or anything.
No key.
92.
Well, yeah. Are the statues all exactly the same?
They're all the same baboon.
What do you guys think?
Do any of them look like they have movable parts, or are they just like solid statues?
Solid statues.
How big are they?
They are... They have no determinable size, so I'm going to say each one's about 2.5 feet tall.
The beholder's still just staring at the door.
Still just looking at the door.
How many eye stalks does it have?
It only has the one large eye and mostly tentacles around the others.
So it's not a
It's not a true beholder.
variant beholder. I know I've seen this before, I just can't remember what to.
What if I go over and I move? Can I move one of these statues to see if, like, underneath? It's kind of like, you know how people put keys in, like, houseplants or, like, under the mat?
You think this is a hide a key?
Yeah.
I
To
like
be fair, I was vaguely thinking the same thing.
Oh, that's fair.
Are you trying to just push the statue?
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity check for that.
Dexter- I don't like that.
I don't like that. 22?
You push it and notice that it is very top heavy. It almost falls over and breaks.
Mm. Okay. Is there anything under it?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna just leave it wherever. Can I just keep going with the statues, not pushing them, but since they're kind of top heavy, use that to vaguely, like, kind of just tilt them over, like, and hold it in one hand and check under, and then if there's nothing there, just put it back.
There is nothing under any of them.
That probably takes a few minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
While that's happening, and I'm gonna do this back at like the entrance. I'm gonna take like probably 10 minutes or so and cast Identify on that dagger.
It is a magical dagger with a +1 to its attack. It does not seem to have any curse-breaking abilities.
It's just a +1 dagger.
It is a +1 dagger.
Well,
Either of you
There
want
is
this
some
dagger?
necromancy magic attached to it, however.
What does it do?
The magic particularly has to do with creating vampires.
So,
More or less, it is a curse.
Oh, so it's a cursed dagger.
Yes. Yes, no, yes.
That doesn't sound like the.
It spreads
Doesn't
the
sound-
disease, not turns the person who wields it into one.
gotcha.
So it spreads vampirism.
Via its cuts.
It doesn't necessarily sound like the dagger we were meant to find.
No, I'm just gonna tuck it in my bag for now. I'm not gonna use that.
Is there anything back in this, like, hole that was
That's a good question.
where the rock was?
Just a little bit of, like, an area where it was held into place for Chalk knows how long.
But nothing else back there?
No, nothing else back there.
Ah, damn it, let's go.
Can I? You said they're top heavy, right?
Yeah.
Can I, like, gently, like, knock on the head of one of them? Like,
You knock on the head. Give me a strength check.
Strength check? I'm not hitting it that hard.
He is a hollow.
16.
You hit a little bit too hard, and the head of the baboon crushes in.
Blech.
The beholder instantly turns its gaze to that particular baboon.
Can I take a step back?
It is not watching you, it is watching the baboon.
Okay, I'm gonna move that
while that
forward
happens-
then.
If I move towards the door, does it look back towards the door?
It stares at the baboon.
To the door. Can the door be opened?
The door cannot be opened. It is locked.
Blech.
Yeah, I think the slit in the middle is like for a key.
Dumb.
So either the key's in that one, and it's looking at that one for a reason, or it's distracted. I don't know.
What if he's not even like protecting the? What if he just can't find the key and he just is stuck?
Do you want to
somewhere?
ask him?
No, I don't want to talk to a beholder. I'm just thinking funny. While he's looking, can I just like look at the see if there's a key in the head of the baboon that was crushed?
No, but from what you can see, there is a skull inside.
Yay!
That's good. That's nasty.
Do you have any uses to detect magic left?
I do. Can I detect magic?
You use detect magic, and it has the same necromancy magic coming off of it that the dagger does.
What does the
door.
baboon?
The door.
Oh God. All right, I'm gonna try putting the. I'm gonna see if you tell me this.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna try putting the dagger into the slit.
It slides in and then back out. The door twists open. And
What's
the
the beholder
beholder just kind of stares at you, not making a move.
I'm just gonna step through.
Can we just mosey on?
Keep on keeping on.
The door closes behind you.
Okay.
It's the same mural on the other side.
Oh God, I did snatch that.
Okie dokie.
All right, I'm gonna move very carefully, like investigating as I go for traps. I'll roll a check if you give me two. But...
You approach the bend in a passage, and you see a series of faint line drawings on the walls. They depict people playing a game that uses a ball and has a large hoop setting above the ground.
But no signs of any like traps or anything as we go.
No, but as you approach the end, you notice two of the hoops sitting in the wall itself.
Oh, good.
Completely blocking this, or
Yes.
We need to get something through there, maybe.
Oh, Courtney, where'd you go?
What?
Yeah, Courtney, where'd you go?
No, I'm right there.
Did you move into the shadow and come back out?
No.
Weird.
I don't know where that went.
It's back over here on the table. So the thing is just a mural, right? It's not.
Ah!
Is it?
I dragged it through the thing.
God damn it.
Is it set into the wall or anything?
So the hoops in front of you are set in. The murals on the wall are just murals.
They're just flat murals. Okay, that was.
Yes.
really picked up anything that would make sense to
That
go
would
in
be
there.
like,
Yeah.
Let's know that I can.
Can I kind of like tug on the hoops or push at them? Do they like hinge or anything?
You push on the hoop, and behind you, you see a stone pillar drop to the ground.
Jesus, where?
Where behind us?
Hold on, I'm working on it. Things don't like working for me.
So just a pillar falls into place?
The pillar falls into place and then begins to crumble, leaving the shape of a jaguar human hybrid, holding a large circular stone ball.
I think I found the ball. Is it moving, or is it just like a statue?
It looks like it's waiting for something.
Yay.
So I'm guessing whatever this game is being depicted, we need to engage it somehow.
That would make sense.
I don't quite understand how this game works, but that...
I don't know. So we just put the ball, like...
Can we glean anything from the mural about how the game works?
It looks like nobody in the mural is using their hands to play this, but are trying to get the ball into the hoops.
Probably like kicking, headbutting maybe, things like that.
Maybe.
If we start to approach this, does it move at all, or...
The Jaguar Warrior takes the stone ball, throws it into the air, and bounces it off of his hip. It goes flying towards the other side of the hallway.
Towards the hoop?
He rolled a nat 20, and the ball sinks through the hoop.
Show off.
For real, though.
We're just trying to learn the rules.
What's he do after that happens?
He is watching the ball, preparing to run towards it.
Guess we better try playing this.
That's fair. So is the ball like on the ground now?
It is on the ground now. I should mention that these hoops are not placed the same way that they are in basketball, where they are side to side.
Yeah, they're like...
They are the Mayan game up and down.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Can I try to, like... Is the ball bouncing, or is it just laying on the ground?
It is a stone ball.
Oh, good.
Great.
Well, if it's right in front of you, you want to try messing with it?
I don't know if I'm allowed to kick the ball. Can I kick the ball? Because I can't pick it up.
Can't touch it.
I want to try to kick it.
Constitution check.
Constitution check. Oh boy. Nat 20.
Nice.
You're beefy as fuck. You don't feel any problems coming from kicking this ball.
Wonderful.
Now give me an advantage strength throw. Or say check.
Check.
Brain
Check.
dissolve.
Another nat 20.
What?
Ball sinks through the hoop.
I see it, yeah. Oh my god.
It begins bouncing back your way again. The Jaguar is now up on you.
Fish. Well, I mean, unless someone else wants to kick it, I'm gonna
It's
kick it
strength, so...
again.
No.
You don't want Malor to break her foot.
Prefer not. I mean, I have decent con, I don't have good strength.
I'm gonna kick the ball again.
Okay.
That was not as good. Just a check, right?
Yeah.
11.
11. You are able to pass it down towards Melora.
Fuck it, I'll try to kick it. Or, like, I'll try more to, like, hip check it into the...
Constitution saving throw.
14.
You feel a little bit of a bruise coming on from that, but you're gonna hold up.
That's fine. Is that a strength check then to...
Yes, to huck it.
16, not bad.
Okay.
Through the hoop, it begins to bounce back. He rolled a 20 again to get up to it. However, only a 16. The ball doesn't quite make it in.
Can I try to, like... I don't want to try and knock it into the hoop from this angle, because that seems hard. Can I knock it, like, back to Andromeda and Doze?
Give me a strength check.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to give room for Andromeda to get up in on this.
Only a 5.
It kind of... Boing.
Boing.
Andromeda, give me a dexterity check to see if you can get up on this thing.
Okay. 5.
You are able to get up next to the Jaguar, but not past him.
Yay.
He does not want to sit in a square.
He don't like it.
There we go.
He rolled a 19 on his strength check. Jackie, I want you to do a dexterity to see if you can somehow stop him from getting it in.
Check or saving throw?
Saving throw.
14.
No. It is
Not
2
good.
to 2. The ball cannot bounce back. You are in the way.
I'm going to move more to the side of it and try to knock it back along towards Doze and Andromeda again.
Strength.
9. God damn it. I don't know why I'm going up here.
I don't know, you just walked up there.
So I was examining it.
Who's going to make a dex check to get up there?
I mean, we can just try to dex check to see who gets there first, Courtney.
Okay.
If you want, I don't care either way.
E. 9.
14?
You make your way up to the ball. Strength.
Strength. 21.
21. Melora, dex saving throw.
Jesus.
12.
You are going to take 2 damage as the stone ball falls out of the hoop onto you.
Alright.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Lord, I'm
I'd
so
appreciate
sorry.
that not happening again.
There.
No! Oh, nice catch.
It's just gonna fall and go by.
Stone go boom.
I'll try and knock it back after it rolls off my fucking head.
Ow.
You're gonna have a headache from that one. Give me
18 on the strength check to pass it back that time.
Who you passing to?
I'm gonna knock it
Over
back
him,
towards
Andromeda.
what?
You kick it like over him. Then.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get it back over towards next this space right here.
Bam.
Wait.
Okay. Jaguar is gonna try making a move, but
It's gonna move.
not able to do so well.
I'm gonna kick it.
I'm gonna kick it.
Okay.
Would I roll a kick?
Strength.
Wait. Nat 1.
He rolled a 13, so he's
Yeah.
gonna pass the ball to the other side of him. Let's see if he could actually try to kick it up. No, he misses his kick.
Can I like run up since he missed his? Did he just miss the kick or
He
like?
misses his kick completely, so the ball stays where it was.
So I'm gonna just. Fuck. I'm gonna just run up and then try to like kick it from there.
Okay.
What you? 14.
You are able to get the ball closer, but not quite in.
I'll try to build off of that and hit it again. 16.
You are able to get the ball into the hoop.
Woo.
As the ball passes through the stone wall,
Ah!
crumbles.
That's
The
all.
Jaguar Warrior also crumbles.
Oh, okay. 5.
All right.
Wow.
Well, that was mighty exciting.
That was a very interesting
More,
game.
I am so sorry.
It's fine.
I apologize.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, I'm gonna start. Once again, like keeping an eye very aware for anything as we go.
Laura, do you want me to be in front in case any sort of traps or doohickeys pop up?
I mean, how good is your attention to things like that?
I mean, I am kind of attentive, and I try.
If you want to be, yeah, go ahead.
Give me a perception check, Dan.
Yay! Uh, 21.
You take one step forward, and before you put your foot down, realize that there is a Olmec writing and a small panel that has a necklace pushed down into it.
Hmm.
It's got a necklace?
It is a topaz necklace, just inserted into the ground with Olmec writing below it.
Huh. Well, Laura,
Hmm.
do you want to take a gander at this? Because I've got this, like, I found this necklace of sorts, and I don't really...
Where is it at? Like right where we are.
Yeah, it's like in the floor right ahead of you.
I'll move up and try to read it.
You know
History,
the deal.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. That'd be a 19.
It says to the victor.
Victor? It says to the victor, which we won the game, so we could maybe take it.
So it's ours, I guess?
I would assume we did win and move on.
So maybe it's not
A
trapped?
trap for once, perhaps. Could be some sort of reward.
Well, I mean, you got the, like, score and goal, so if you wanted to, like... Or I can pick it up if you want, just in case it is trapped.
Maybe you just pick it up just to be safe. I say as I step backwards. Just to be safe, but I'll look at it and figure out what it is.
Okay, can I pick it up?
You pick it up, and as you do so, you realize that there is a shell attached to the bottom of the gem. Together, it almost looks like it forms a whistle.
Huh.
A whistle?
A whistle.
I, like, hold it out to Melora.
I'll take it. Do we identify it now?
No, for now we can keep moving.
All right. Once we get to a room where it seems a little safer, I'll.
Courtney, did you see it at all?
No,
No, you did not see the necklace at all?
I did not.
Okay.
Why?
I mean, I'll show it to. I'm gonna like hold it out to her just so she can see it.
Oh, then yes.
I'm not immediately like sticking my bag.
Give me a history check.
Okay. $13.
That is an eagle whistle.
Oh, an eagle whistle.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
So, okay. Cool.
All right. Do you want it, Andromeda?
I don't know.
You know what it is. You might as well take it. I'm just gonna give it to you.
Oh, okay.
Good news, you've made it to the end of the hallway.
That is good news.
However, the other news is this is where I'm going to call it for tonight.
Oh,
All right.
okay. Now can I flick myself off the table?
Hold on.
Is that a no?
Hold. I'm saving the game.
Gotcha.
Okay, and that is where we're going to end tonight's stream as well. So Courtney, now if you want, you
I
can
did.
flip.
I already did.
I did after you
missed it,
confirmed
unfortunately.
save.
You flipped the table.
No.
Oh,
No. I flicked the thing
Just flick
after,
yourself.
after you said save, and it accidentally hit Jackie. So,
Okay. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. If anybody did watch, love you all. It was a fun game. So, goodbye.
Bye.
bye.